Good habits are hard to come by. But what's even harder to come by are people that have good habits that you can be around. That's even tougher.
Why is that?
Because you are, as I've said before, you are the average of the 5 people that you spent the most time with growing up. Show me your friends now and I'll show you your future. Let's go out and have a drink after work. You don't say, oh, well, he's a high performer, she's a pisshead, that's not how you pick the group, is it? A bunch of guys get in a car or they get in the lift, go downstairs, walk across the street to the pub, right? If you think about it, okay, well, I really don't mind having a drink with those 2 people over there. So why don't you initiate the request and say, why don't you and I, the 3 of us, go have a drink? Let's say that they're your supervisors. They're people that you look up to. They're more successful than you are, as opposed to the way that you do it now.
So people don't spend enough time selecting.
I love that, and I could not agree more. We go to default, and that's what we're constantly running on most of the time for the masses of the average Joes and the average Janes out there, this default. And I really think that if you want to go anywhere in life, literally anywhere, you need to start looking at the people who are walking to your left side and your right side. Who are those people? Who are the people that are in your life taking up headspace, taking up your time, talking about small things, and really, I hate to say it, but not really going anywhere. And I think this default mode that we find ourselves in, oftentimes, because of that default mode, we don't even know we're in it. And it's really unfortunate, but here's the reality. When you tap out of that, when you really, really want to make a change, and you are going to do anything and everything to make that change, to get yourself from here to here, you're going to look around at your circle and just be like, what am I doing? But what I love most about that, right, the whole idea of, you are the 5 closest friends in your circle. What I really love about that is the weighted truth there. I think a lot of us get far too comfortable with, again, that default mode, the life that we're living, the friends that we have, and we think they're so great. I really have to be honest with you. When I actually started to attack my goals and I sat down with myself, I started changing. I made this list of who did I want to become? And then I started changing. And once I started changing, the magic really started to happen. The magic was all of the people that used to be in my circle back then, about 9 years ago, they fell wayside. They fell wayside when I started taking life more serious. And here's the thing, it didn't start off that way. These people who were in my life at that point in time were actually applauding my efforts. But then when I started seeing more and more success, the funny part was they were really nowhere to be found, but I also outgrew them. And I think that's another thing that is important for anybody who wants to get ahead in life, who wants to grow in life, who wants to be successful. You have to realize, number one, you got to be willing to walk alone. No one, as they say, is coming to save you. That's the truth. But even on your journey, even if you have 2-3 people, that very small circle is a sacred circle. It's in that default mode when you have masses of people that you think you need. That's really what's going to hold you back, because it's really all this chatter that's around you. And I don't know about any of you out there, but I haven't met a lot of people who have impressed me like none other. When I start studying high-level executives, to the likes of Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, any of these guys who are out there, some brilliant thinkers, Jamie Dimon. I always think about, well, who do they surround themselves with? What's their schedule look like? And it's not what yours looks like. I just have to be honest. If you're waking up at 7 a.m., you've already lost. There's great videos of Kobe Bryant talking about, success comes down to 4 a.m. And so when I started to implement that, that's reality. But here's the deal. When you start to implement a lot of these success habits or lifestyle changes, people fall wayside, and those that are at first applauding you back away from you out of envy. Maybe not only just envy, but fear. And I think that's really what it comes down to. They back away from you because they are terrified that you are now confronting them with a new way of life that's going to challenge their way of life. Very, very uncomfortable. And so what happens in that process naturally is you start to lose friends. Here's the sad reality though. I work with a ton of people. Over the last 9 years, I have been tremendously privileged and honored to work with a lot of people in multiple capacities, whether it's, personal or professional, anything in between. And what I've realized was when people start to lose friends because they're looking around and losing friends, they slow down. They start to look at their goals and say, is that goal really worth it? Because I don't really want to lose Joe Schmo. I don't really want to be uncomfortable without all my friends who aren't really pushing me to go anywhere at all. If you break through that, if you completely break through that, honestly, limited, just finite level thinking, you will be amazed at where you will go, how far you will go, and how much you can accomplish. Because all of those people are really holding you back. You break free from them and you realize you're going to enter into a new circle. You will naturally enter into a new circle. It's energy fields. You put yourself out there. So just an example, I started waking up at 4 a.m., joined that 4 a.m. club. Now, naturally, all of those people in my life, when I started waking up at 4 a.m., were like, wow, that's great, that's awesome. But then you keep it up. Now you begin to change. You begin to take life more seriously. And then you go and you join these people who are waking up at 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I mean, killing the day. You can't sit with them anymore. You can barely even stand sitting with them because they're not doing anything. They're not talking about anything. It's completely elementary, or at least for me, just elementary and boring, to be honest with you. And here's my reality. I recognize at a very intentional, focused level that life ends. And we like to think that life will go on for years and decades and we're going to be here and we got so much time. That is just human fallibility. We don't have that much time. We have a handful of 24 hours. The reality is tomorrow is not guaranteed. Yesterday is completely gone. So I operate literally as best as I can every single day with the notion of life ends and it might end by the time I go to sleep. So am I getting the best out of today? It's very intentional. And with that intentionality comes taking full advantage of the day, seizing the whole day, every opportunity. So 4 a.m., yeah, if I only have today, you better believe I'm waking up at 4 a.m. But now check this out. People in, I want to say, more brilliant circles, right? I'm talking about the highest of echelons of circles. Yeah, maybe they're waking up at 4 a.m., but now what are they doing, right? What are they doing? Because it's not enough just to wake up early. You got to go get it, whatever the it is. So you got to have your goal, and then how are you going to attack your goal? And there is a whole mindset behind this. But being a financial channel, let me just talk about this. If you're trying to get rich, look at your schedule inclusive of the people that you hang out with. You'll realize you're doing a whole lot of nothing. So I just realized over my journey to get to financial freedom that this is all a game, really. It's a big game. If we gamify it, it makes it a lot easier, at least it did for me. So if I stop hanging out with people who are partying and literally partying every day, every night, going out, spending money, staying out late until the early hours of the morning, really doing nothing, random hookups. I mean, there's nothing there. There's nothing there, let alone none of the successful people that I like, listen to, or follow are doing that. So if I want what they have, then I better be doing at least close to what they're doing. And what they're doing is attacking the day, waking up early, learning and learning and learning. And so I took a lot of the time that I used to just really hang out. A lot of guys like to just watch football. And if that's your thing, that's your thing. It's not for me anymore. But, you're watching sports, or you're talking about whatever. Did you advance? Really? Did you advance in that conversation? So if I designate time at this point in my life to just sitting around and hanging out with people, it has to be a bit transactional for me. It better be deep. It better be mind-blowing. It better just take me away off my feet. Blow me right off my feet. And if it's not doing that, then I'd rather spend my time, honestly, right here, or, you know, running, doing whatever I'm going to do to attack all of my goals. Now, the reason you are broke is because the people around you are flat out broke. The reason you are broke and going nowhere is because the people around you are very likely flat out broke and going nowhere fast. Now, that is my unfiltered opinion.